that now you are clear with for loop and have written it yourself as well. There are a couple of more variations around for loop that I actually want to discuss. So suppose here in this code, we have one loop variable, right? So I is the loop variable that we are using. I actually want to have another loop variable j, maybe starting from 100. Right? So if I want to do that, then int I equal to 1, int j equal to 1 is wrong as a syntax. So in for loop statement, you can have only two semicolons, right? So you cannot have this place separated by a semicolon here. So what you can do is, you can actually make multiple declarations like this and separate them by comma. So ensure that you have comma here. So int I equal to 1, comma j equal to 1. No need to write int again, no need to have an extra semicolon here. Something like this will absolutely work. If you want to print I, you want to print j, you can. Right? So for now, if I just run it, so this will print I and j is not changing. So this is okay. If you want that j should increase as well, then you can put the increment or decrement or whatever step you want to for j as well. So let's say I want to increase j by 20 maybe every time. So same is the pattern here, write comma and write whatever j step that you want to write. So j will increase every time by 20 after every iteration of for loop. So initially 100, 2, 120, 3, 140 and so on. This is what you can do. Let's say we have condition of I on I and we want to put condition on j as well. Maybe I want that j should be less than 200. It should not cross 200. Then putting comma here in condition is incorrect. You can put comma in initialization part, you can put comma in the step part, but you cannot put comma in condition, and this is a common mistake point. These are two conditions, right? So you can use logical operators to combine them. If you want both of them should be true, so use and. If you want either of them to be true and then run the for loop, then you can use or, but you will have to use some logical operator here and you cannot put comma here. And so this is how things will work. If any condition falls earlier, maybe let's say I'm increasing by 40, so that ways j less than equal to 200 will fall first, so this loop will run only till 3. Right? So this is how you can write. If you want to use or, you can use or, but just ensure that whatever condition you are writing, you are taking care of that. Okay, so leaving this now, the way you can nest while loops in similar pattern, nesting works absolutely same in for loop as well. Suppose I have a for loop like this and now I want to have another for loop this way maybe, right? And I want to print both I and j. So this is something that you can do, and let's just save it and run it. Nesting works in absolute same manner. So let me put it here and put some enters so that this comes up and I have all the output to show here. So initially I is 1. So for I is equal to 1, j will run the entire loop from 1 to 4. That means I is 1, j is 1, I is 1, j is 2, I is 1, j 3, j 4. That's it. This is one round of I. So this loop will complete and then we will move to next round of outer for loop. So now I will be 2. For this I 2, j will actually travel the entire distance again from 1 to 4. So for I2, j will move from 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just clear it. That's a mess. But all these 4 statements actually that we have here are for I2. These 4 statements are for I1. Similarly, we have I3 and I4. Right? And we have down I5 as well. So I hope this is clear to you. Nothing fancy, nothing new. I just wanted to convey it that whatever concepts you have actually learned in while loop, nesting and the basic initialization concept, things work similar, almost similar in for as well. Right? So just please try this code yourself as well once. Thank you.